Let us study now cardiovascular system. As cardio indicates heart and vascular indicates blood. Cardiovascular system is a part of circulatory system that regulates blood. Cardiovascular system and lymphatic system together forms circulatory system. Cardiovascular system consists of heart, blood and blood vessels. This is heart. In this, from other parts of the body, the deoxygenated blood is transferred to right atrium, from right atrium to right ventricle, from right ventricle to lungs. In lungs, there is an exchange of gases. In this, the deoxygenated blood is converted to oxygenated blood. The oxygenated blood from the lungs is brought to heart by heart in the part left atrium, from left atrium to left ventricle, from left ventricle to the other parts of the body. The blood is transported. This is known as pulmonary circuit. Here, the heart is enclosed in a double-walled protective sac called pericardium. The pericardial cavity contains a fluid which serves as lubricant, allows the heart to contract and relax with minimum friction. The heart wall has three layers. The outer epicardium lines the pericardial cavity. The inner layer, endocardium, lines heart chambers, valves, and is continuous with endothelium of blood vessels. Thick middle layer, that is myocardium. It is the muscle tissue responsible for the beating of the heart. The contraction of heart muscle is initiated by electrical impulses known as action potential. Unlike skeletal muscle, which have to be stimulated by nervous system, the heart generates its own electrical stimulation. The impulse starts from the small group of cells called pacemaker cells, which constitute the cardiac conduction system. The primary pacemaker is SA node. It initiates heart beats and controls heart rate. Apart from transporting gases, blood also supplies body's tissues with nutrients and also remove metabolic wastes. It receives nutrients from the digestive system, where digestive substances are absorbed through the walls of the small intestine into the bloodstream. These substances are passed through the liver, where the screening of before joining the general circulation is takes place. In tissues, nutrients are exchanged for waste, then wastes are filtered from the blood in kidneys and removed in urine. The blood also carries some hormones from endocrine glands to target organs, plays an important role in body's immune defense. The blood has two main components that are a clear extracellular fluid called as plasma and the form elements, which are red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. The red blood cells transport oxygen and carbon dioxide, while WBC participate in various defense mechanisms against invading organisms. Platelets are responsible for blood clotting, minimizing blood loss during an injury. The blood circulatory system is a closed loop, meaning the blood itself never leaves the vessels. Instead, substances diffuses through the walls of blood vessels to move to and from the surrounding tissues. Vessels that move blood away from the heart are called arteries, while the bring back to the heart are veins. The route of blood flow in heart to large arteries, small arteries, then even smaller arteries called arterioles, then smallest blood vessels called capillaries, where the exchange of substances takes place. Then blood collects in small veins called venules, then to larger veins and back to heart. Arteries and veins essentially serve to conduct blood. Their wall consists of three layers. There is an outer layer of loose connective tissue serves to anchor the vessels to the surrounding. A middle layer, mostly smooth muscles, allows the vessels to constrict or dilate, triggering the blood flow. An inner layer consists of thin squamous endothelium separated from outer layer by a basement membrane. In general, larger vessels have more connective tissues and smooth muscles. In addition, arteries have more muscle than veins because they carry blood away from the heart, must withstand higher pressures generated by the beating of the heart. The walls of the capillaries, whose function is to exchange substances between the bloods and surrounding tissues, consist solely of thin endothelium with its basement membrane, thus permitting easy diffusion of blood solids. Thank you.